All right, guys. Tough sledding now for you guys. Picked I guess a bad time to go into a slump here, Chris. What do you got to do to bounce out of it, especially with tough games coming up at Colgate and Cornell?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of our league, right? Like every team's tough. So, I mean, we've played some good periods. We've played some not so good periods. I think it's just focusing on what we do. So Colgate, Cornell, they're not going to be easy. Quinnipiac, Princeton. If we focus on what we do and we execute the way we should, it should be fun.
Yeah, well, you guys, you had that this past week. I had the 3-game homestand. You had mathematically you're still alive for home ice, but what's going to take to get in that? So you really put you guys are really behind the 8 ball now.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, you guys with the 3-game homestand, you had a chance to make some moves, get in position maybe for home ice. Instead, you end up losing all those 3 games, and now you really put yourself in a position where home ice still mathematically achievable. It's going to be tough with these last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a little challenge? I think if we put our heads to it, we can beat any team we want. I think the ECAC is just really competitive overall, and I think that if people are doubting us because we're in this rut, we can catch them on an off day. And I think that also, we really want to get out of this rut. So just these last few games, maybe they've been a little practice for us to really come out this weekend and beat some top teams.
Yeah, Sophie, your thoughts?
I agree with Kinger. I think that we keep talking about how it's a process and you're not going to win every single game. There's going to be certain games that you don't come out with a win, and I think that just pushes us to be a little bit stronger the next time. And we know that the games coming up aren't going to be easy games, but that just pushes us we're the underdogs, and we're going to prove that we're better and we should be where we want to be.
Chris, how would you explain what's going on in this slump here, this 8-game losing streak? I mean, watching the game last Wednesday, I think, seeing, I don't want to single out Riley, but, seeing her go on a 2-on-1 with a chance to shoot the puck instead passes the puck up and you're down 2. I mean, is that really emblematic what's been going on? Just, guys, maybe players trying to do too much?
I think some decisions have to do with it, right? Coming out of our zone, sometimes we can take care of the puck a little bit better, but then there's also some really elite moments where we make some really unreal plays. I think it's finding ways to be consistent with that, and I think we've been caught when we've been inconsistent with it. So we focused pretty hard on it this week. We focused on it last week. We're coming along, and we want to be ready to go for that first playoff game. So these games matter, and we're going to put everything we can to them, but really that first playoff game is where they're going to be clicking.
I mean, unfortunately, you look back on last season at this time, you guys, after a signature win against St. Michael's, which set the record for program wins, the team went into a slide there, only 1-10 in the last 11. You get a signature win at Penn State, beating a ranked team, and now you've lost 8 in a row. Is it tough to compare? Why do you think that is? That's you guys have been slumping at this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, some things are similar, I would say, but I think the level of hockey we're playing right now for us internally is different. I think our high moments are way higher than even when we were playing our in that winning run last year. I think every year we level up, our competition does. I think when we make mistakes, it's catching us quite a bit. Last year, I think there were moments where we were winning, where we were making a fair amount of mistakes, and we were getting some puck luck, and right now we're not. But I think when you look at the areas where we're doing really well, it's well above where it was last year, and we just need the other areas to click too.
Yeah. Elliot, what are your thoughts about that?
I think that a lot of the people who produce the most on our team are on the younger side, so I think that they're learning, and we're all learning together how to not make those mistakes. And I think that just over time, we're getting better at it. I think that also when we're losing or making those mistakes, it's just because we're doing it ourselves, or we're trying to get too complicated and the other team picks up on it really quick. And I think basically for us, we just have to break it down to the core and just start playing hockey rather than overthinking it, and having more confidence on the ice. Especially, it's hard to get out of a rut when you're in one, and we just have to believe in ourselves, and I think we'll be fine.
So what's going to be the key this weekend going to tough opponents like Colgate and Cornell? I mean, Cornell a couple weeks ago, put 2 touchdowns up on Dartmouth.
I think just not worry about what they're doing to other teams, not worry about who they are, really just play our game. Do what we can usually do and just, play our game, not worry about what they're doing, who they are. Who cares that they won that score there?
How important is it going to be at least, try to score at least the first couple goals against them?
I think it'd be important to give our team momentum, and I think just prove to everyone that we can beat them and we can make plays against them, and just like Chris said, we haven't gotten very lucky in certain situations. Like we've been hitting a lot of posts recently, so I think that just shows that like we're right there. There's just one extra little step.
Emily, I mean, where is this team's state right now? I mean, mentally wise, I mean, is there still confidence in this squad?
I think there always is, but we did like a team activity yesterday where we split up into like what we thought our personalities were. I feel like it kind of helped us learn that everyone has like a different role and everyone's different on the team, and I think that like especially the people who got put in like the dominant sector of what we did have to really like ignite this flame coming into this weekend and make sure that everyone knows like who cares who we're playing, like every game is the same, and we kind of just gotta like go out and put everything on the line because there's only a few games left and like that are certain, and I know everybody wants to keep playing as long as we can, and I know that we can if we actually put our minds to it, so we just gotta like figure out how to just play hockey first and think after.
Chris, you'll be running the team this weekend. Will Josh be back this week for the games?
We have our own rules, right? So like Liv will do certain things, I'll do certain things, Laura will do others. It's just a matter of what the game is. So on bench, ref stuff, yes. Pre-scout, locker management will flip-flop and tag team that.